have you noticed this on the side of my face?
What did they say? You were getting that checked out. And then I saw on Instagram you had a Band-Aid over it.
And 2 stitches now, 2 stitches. I
What'd
went
they
in.
do?
Well, this is the, I guess let's just PSA to women, start
Yeah.
checking your skin. Start checking for
As I'm like
abdomen.
looking at all my,
Well,
ugh,
I'm telling you, women are sometimes left out into the cold with the
yeah.
medical system. We are just, I think they just think we're here for Botox and that's it. But, and I was, I was there for Botox. I rolled in because I wanted a good assessment from a dermatologist about, like really good Botox, and I was going to get an IPL. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And the dermatologist stopped me and she was like, listen, you have a really big freckle on the side of like my temple, which I've had since having my youngest. So 7 years, and it's just grown and grown and grown. And she's like, it's red flagging me a bit for skin cancer. And I was like, I need you to pause there because skin
That's
cancer.
not the word you want to hear.
No, and I'm here for Botox. I was like, there's no fun right now.
No, I'm not here for skin cancer. I'm here
not
for
here
Botox.
we're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah,
And within like 2 minutes, I had needles in the side of my face for her to freeze it. And she took a full biopsy, is sending it away. And in 2 weeks, I'll know, what it is. And I would not have gotten it checked out. Like, in all honesty, I was like, it's annoyed me. I've actually covered it up with makeup. And I was just like, oh no, it's not like a type of skin cancer. Like, it's just a giant freckle.
Yeah.
And I think that women, and this is like, we need to be more aggressive with our bodies. Yeah, proactive and aggressive with our bodies. Like, if you think something is off, which I did, I was like, this is a big freckle that just keeps growing, but I'll just ignore it. And I think that we need to be way more proactive because the medical system isn't there going, come on, women, come on, wonderful women, let's check you out. Let's learn more about the female body.
With our boobs, but not our skin or really any other.
Well, if you think about how many trials and, when they do analysis, it's all on men, male rats, everything like this. And then I'm like, well, what about the women? And again, this is just also me being lazy with my body. Like, I remember going to the gyno because I had to get a pap smear. And she was like, when was your last one? And I was like, I can't remember.
I don't even know when I had my last one either. That is kind of eye-opening. But also, like, a lot of that stuff, like if I had like an obvious thing, like a giant freckle on my vagina, I'd probably be in the OBGYN. But it's like, it has to be these obvious things before we're like, maybe I should go get that checked out. But like for me, a part of it too, and I caught this like just over the last few years, is like, if I had that on my head, I'd be like, the thought of skin cancer probably would have crossed my mind, but the like avoidance of having to confront that is probably the biggest driver of me not going into the doctor. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, also, how often do you do a breast examination?
Not that often. And mine are fake. That's what I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I can't be touched because mine are fake. But I know that's such like a big lie, right? It's just through my mind.
Think fake boobs. I don't think you're exempt because you got fake boobs.
Well, I know, but that's the story I tell myself.
But this is what I'm getting at. If you're listening to this and you're rolling, you guys, a mullet move is to go to the doctor. Like, it was such a wake up call because I have noticed this freckle. I have been annoyed with it. I've noticed it get bigger. And I still did not red flag it or go to the doctor. I was like, I'll cover it up with, maybe I'll get a laser, a different concealer. And it's the same, like self-breast examinations. Like, let's be proactive with our bodies. That's all. That's my PSA. That's how I needed to start because I have 2 stitches.
And I've never noticed that though. Like you said that when we FaceTimed a few days ago, I'm like, she's like my big friend. I'm like, what big friend? Where? Like I've never noticed, but now like looking at you, but it's probably because it's darker because you've got stitches in it and things like that. Like I've never, and you probably do a good job covering it up with makeup. I've never noticed it on you before.
My hairdresser though, she did the old lick her thumb to the side of my face because she thought it was dirt. And I was
like, that's attached.
I was like, that's part of me. Ouch. So yes, that's my PSA. I'm just saying wherever you are, if you're listening, same with you, Rain. Like if there's something that's just in the back of your head and you're like, that doesn't seem right. Or if you have not been checked out by a doc, just let's get on it, ladies. Let's love our bodies. Let's love it enough that we go and go, I'm going to go have this checked out.
Yeah.
During spring break, my kids were in a camp for a few days and I booked everything. Got my hair done, went and saw the dentist, like the doctor.
Maximizing.
I maximized my appointments. So, I know it's tough, mamas, right? It's just like the last thing I have time for is to go see a gynecologist, but let's go have it all checked out.
Yeah. I'll write that down and make an appointment.
Yeah. Put it in the calendar.
I haven't done that in so long.
I know that, but that's why I'm bringing it up. Like, come on, girls need to talk about this more.
Also, it's like the most uncomfortable appointment to go to in the entire world.
Well, yeah, when that super cold, like jaws of life go in your vag, and then she's like, "You're gonna hear a couple popping sounds as it like cranks open." I'm like how what are you opening down there? What
age do you start doing that? Because my girls are like almost 17 and 15, and like Kenzie's asked about like appointments and stuff like that, mostly for like birth control, but that's another topic and a story. And I'm like, okay, well, when you have to do it, they go in, and she's like, how? And I'm like, with machines, like trying to scare her the most I can, because I'm like, just don't have sex. That's the simple solution to all of these things.
Please. Oh God. Well, if she's asking about birth control, then the penis is in the vicinity. I'm just gonna wait. Just letting you know. Okay.
I heard
okay.
You. I hear you.
She can't even answer.
Like we're gonna I can't make eye contact. We're like, I don't know what's happening.
I think though that you should go see the gyno when you're having sex. I think it's when your sexual life starts to rock and roll. Then I think you pop into the gyno, and I'll sign my kids up right away.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get this happening.
Yeah.
Have everything checked out so you're healthy.
My parent took me pretty early though, I think. Like, I think I was on birth control like 14, 15.
You were pregnant at 18. Okay, yes, fair. I'm sure you were on early, baby.
Okay, fair. But like, I think like before I needed to be, you know what I mean? Like, and on the birth control pill, and like my feet in this, and I'm like, I just remember that being like the most terrifying thing of like, why are people like down there? Like, that is no, you know what I mean? At such a young age. And I'm just like,
we need to develop a different system for women, because the stirrups and your legs in the air and your vag is wide open. I'm like, none of this feels good.
Such a whole thing. Yeah.
It's a whole thing, but I'm sure they've, you just got to grit and do it.
Yeah.
But I will say that the first gyno I ever went to, because I'm just a curious person, I was like, so what exactly are you seeing? Like, what's happening down there? Oh, that's a weird sound. Does it, like I had like 9 million questions.
Ooh, what was that?
Oh, what was that? Oh, that feels kind of scratchy. It feels like you're way up by my belly button.
Yeah.
And the girl was like, oh, I remember clear. She's like, let me get you a mirror.
Oh,
and you can watch well. And I was like, no. I'm just here for the questions. I'm not here for the movie. No.
I'm not here for the movie.
But then I panicked because I don't want to come across. So I was like, oh, sure. And so here I'm holding a mirror. I'm like, 16, 17. And I'm like, I was traumatized after that. That's probably why now my gyno appointments are few and far between.
Would be interesting if they just made the back wall a mirror.
The whole room.
Sit in front of the mirror, put your feet in the stirrups. You get a little pillow to elevate your head so you can just see everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
No, because it's so blind. They're like, lay back. And then oftentimes it's like, you're just like staring at the ceiling being like, oh my God. I don't know. I also am like that with tattoos though. I'm like, I want to see, prop me up where I can watch you as you're like putting the needle in my skin. You know what I mean?
I have a crazy photo of you when we went and got those tattoos. The one that you got down your neck. The make moments. So we got matching tattoos that say make moments, and it's a whole story. We love it. You guys, come on, make moments.
We're here to make moments. Yeah.
We are here to make nothing but moments. But you and I were discussing like, okay, so where should we get this? And I was like, oh, maybe like on my wrist, on my ribs. I don't know. And you're like, I'm going down my sternum.
Down my neck.
I'm going down my neck. I was like, shit, bitch. We gotta okay, I'm upgrading. And I have a picture of you quadruple chinned, like
great.
Like watching
like
this
trying
guy.
To like,
yeah, like you are reclined trying to watch him tattoo down your neck. And I was like, you're fierce, baby. You're fierce.
It's just something about me that likes to watch it. So yeah, I think I'd be more comfortable in the stirrups if I was able to watch.
This is taking a turn, Raina. I'm finding more and more out about you. You like to watch. You want a room full of mirrors. There's men all over the world and women who are like, I'm here for this.
Speaking of all of this, I just got a notification that Love is Blind season 4 is now on Netflix. So I know what I'm doing.
Let's go
tonight.
Let's go. We're busy. We'll be busy for the next week.
Yep. Bring it on.
I went out to a restaurant and I posted about this on Instagram. And the waiter, and this is again where I kind of want to girl splain some man language.
Sure.
Because he came up and he was like, how you doing, miss? And I was like, miss? Oh. And I kind of felt like he was talking to me like I was an old woman, and I looked cool. Like I had like a cool shirt on and like
wear the cherry cardigan.
Oh, the cherry cardigan. I was wearing a cardigan, but not the cherries. But I was like, miss? I feel that like, so the language that you use towards a woman, miss, ma'am.
How old was he?
Oh, like 20.
Okay.
So obviously I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up, buddy? Like he's probably like, look at this old lady. But when you talk to a girl, a woman, I feel that like the words that you use insinuate age from a man.
And even you just explaining that scenario, as soon as you said miss, imitating him, I'm like, but I don't think miss means older. What, like it would have been ma'am for me to take it as like a thing, but miss is like that tells them like you're trying too hard. And you also use the wrong word.
I think that when you approach, like you used the wrong word, buddy, but when you approach something with a pronoun attached to it, I guess, like it insinuates a lot with a woman, because the only one I can think of for a girl to a guy is sir.
Yeah.
What else? Like I would be like, hey, what can I get you, sir?
Because we wouldn't say bro or dude.
No. Either. So like, what is the, like, because if gentleman? I was a wait, well, gentleman is also, it could be sexy and cute.
Can I get you, gentleman?
Yeah. What can I get you, gentleman? Right? Like that's sexy and cute.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like the words that we use towards women, I think are just maybe a bit different, because if I was a waitress serving a table of dudes, I'd be like, hey, what's up? What can I get you guys? You guys, what can I get you? I would never say, hey, what can I get you, sir? Maybe if I was
what would you have rather him said?
Hey, what can I get you?
No title. No
title.
Anything felt. Yeah.
Unless it's queen, I don't want to hear anything else.
Yeah. What can I get you, queen? Imagine.
I'd be like, yes.
Put the hair back.
Put the hair back. I'd be like, well, yeah, I'm having a martini. Envie.
Yeah.
Margaritas.
What was the census on Instagram? What did they say?
Most people were like, oh, miss doesn't mean that you're old. Ma'am does. But my point is that I think that there's a lot of terms that guys get to use to women. I'm on a man and woman kick right now, the health thing. And now I'm like at them for their language.
You've mentioned this podcast to me before, but I had that giant drive back from Kansas yesterday and I listened to You Can Call Me or Call Her Daddy.
Oh, call Alex Cooper.
Oh my God. And she's on this the big thing I noticed with her is she's on this big, like not man versus woman, but like a lot of the things, like that dynamic of like, they do this and we do this and this is why, and it should be like different. You know what I mean? Like just, I don't know, what's the word for that? Like
just gender qualities, gender differences.
Yeah.
I mean, she is amazing at tackling even like the world of sex and the difference between how men and women, or however you identify, like just the challenges that we all go through. And oh no, Alex Cooper, if I was her waitress, I'd be like, what do you want, queen? Like, I wouldn't be like, hey, what do you want, ma'am? What do you want, miss? But Alex Cooper is amazing. If
so good.
Yeah. Call her daddy.
I went down a deep hole. Deep hole of Alex Cooper yesterday.
That's going on our goal board.
Yeah.
Let's become friends, learn from her.
Friends.
Be our friend, Alex Cooper.
Yes.
Hashtag, we will send you a mullet.
Daddy gang.
The daddy gang. I know. No, everything is good. Everything's
I know.
good.
And I listened to it in the car with Mackenzie, and it, like, I listened to a couple, and then I was just kind of scrolling through, and she's a big John Mayer fan. It's like, growing up, we just always listened to John Mayer. And so she had an interview with John Mayer that we listened to. And like, I would scroll down and there's like, how to have an orgasm. And I'm like, scroll faster. Like, don't let Kenzie see that one. Like, it's just so funny, but it's so, yeah, it was awesome. It was a really good podcast.
Yeah. That probably took up a good chunk of your trip.
The majority in between Kenzie's playlist.
Well, you got to have someone be a DJ and one person be a driver. That's the only way that it works.
That's what I've heard.
I'm going to need you to put the mullet on for this next bed.
Oh my gosh. I left my mullet in my closet. 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, probably 15 seconds count.
15 seconds while she gets her mullet leaves me time to explain what I'm about to do because she has no idea. So I have come up with a top five men I think that Raina could date.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're back. Okay. So,
okay. I see where this is going.
Stand by for mullets.
Let me
get your mullet ready. Tie your hair back with your elastic.
Let me get my weave tied back.
Tie it back. Put it in a pony. Put it in the ponytail. You ready, girl? Ladies,
I'm nervous for this. My heart rate is just like increased knowing what we're about to talk about.
This is where it gets good. Ladies, get your mullets out. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Too much forehead.
Mullet engaged. Now, because
you just get comfortable.
I know you should get comfy. Ugh, I'm telling you, the look with the headphones is the way.
It really is.
In the mullet.
Such an 80s vibe. I'm putting that on my to-do list also.
Yeah, you got to get some headphones. Which, by the way, total segment here.
What brand?
Bose. Apple makes a great pair too. You could go with the Beats by Dre, right? I
do love a good Apple product.
Yeah. All are killer. But I will say I was complaining because a lot of people, the over the ear headphones became super cool on TikTok for hot girl walks and like hot mom walk, whoever you are, go for a walk. You put on these big headphones. Hot walk time. But I went for a hot mom run and I was so sweaty that these things, like, it was like they were holding moisture around my ear. And I was like, okay, what are we doing for working out? Because are people working out with these big things or are we just walking?
That can't be good.
No, it was uncomfortable. So, but they look cool. I just think that you have to go with the AirPod. That's all. Nobody cares, Raina.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go buy me some whatever brand I want.
Yeah.
All right. What are we talking?
Wear whatever.
I'm
okay.
Sweating.
So
come on.
I don't know. Here's where this came from. And we're going to get a bit emotional first, and then we'll end with laughter if you all can join the journey. So you just came back from a road trip. You went and saw Fam Jam.
Yeah.
In good ways and bad, because you saw your ex. Now, if anybody's divorced or anything like that, I can't even imagine having to drop my kids off to the ex.
Yeah. Ugh, worst feeling in the world.
Period.
The worst. Period.
Waving to your kids, bye-bye, have fun with. I mean, if you've got a great relationship with your ex, awesome. Yeah. I've met your ex. I'm going to say it. I don't really like him, but that's fine.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. We'll give him that, and that's being kind. But like there was affairs. There was
multiple
addiction, all that stuff. Like I'm not here for that, for you and for the kids and for him and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyways, you then are driving home and I start thinking about, I was like, man, sorry to be like so gross about it, but I'm like, fuck this guy, man. Fuck this guy. And when you and I FaceTime, that's all I was like up in the FaceTime. And I was like, man, fuck this guy. I can't stand him. You're lucky I'm not there. Yeah. Swooping in as the best.
Because we FaceTimed. I FaceTimed you like the first day of drop off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's different when, like, I think at all ages, like it can be different. Right. But my kids are 15 and 17. And it's like, I'm at the age where it's like, they've already decided who this person is and how they feel about him and all of that kind of thing. So it's hard when there's like this piece of them that doesn't even want to be there. And you're like, sorry, you don't have a choice. You're under 18. You have to, hi, here's your dad. You know what I mean? Like, hang on, act happy. That's like what makes it so hard. And so FaceTiming you, I'm just like, this is what they did. And this is what happened. And this is the whole situation. And you're just like, if I was there, I would not be sitting in that hotel room.
Oh, I know. Well, you know, that's one part protective friend and also just like common fucking courtesy is anyways. So I started thinking about this and then I went down a rabbit hole for you because I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. And I'm here for you. And as I have asked you multiple times, I'm like, so when are we dating again? Because I need to live vicariously through you and first kisses and all the good things that come with dating. And I'm like, when are we dating? When are we dating again?
One of Alex Cooper's episodes that I listened to was like how to do dating apps. And because it's been in the back of my mind, like that's how I met my ex, not my ex, but my ex, my last ex was Tinder. And I've just had this, like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing anything like that again. And she had this episode where it was like, she had this expert on and talking about like how not to do Tinder. Like, don't go to a coffee shop. Don't go to dinner. Don't go somewhere and just sit and have drinks. You need to be like action with people, like go hiking or go to the dog park or go do this and do that and see them in action and even invite them to like out with your friends and stuff like that, even on the first interaction with this person, so that you can see them in action and see them. Anyway, it was a big whole thing, but it was like listening to that episode, I got like a little bit of confidence to like, okay, I could do that. You know what I mean? Whereas before I was like, I'm not doing anything. I better meet somebody at the grocery store. They better just in the bank drive-through line, just wink at me and like be done from there, you know?
You'd still panic. You would still panic. A wink and you'd be like, oh, is he looking at me? Is he twitching? What's happening? Oh God, FaceTime Ali.
Oh God, I would.
But yeah, see, hey, listen, if we haven't learned anything from this episode, we are listening to Alex Cooper.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Okay. I won't talk about her again. I'm sorry.
No. She's queen. But we'll take her dating advice. Anyway, so the long and short is then I thought, if we're going to start dating, let's get a baseline for.
If we are going to start dating.
Yes, I don't think you understand.
We are going to start dating.
I'm a married mother. Okay. If we're dating, I'm in it with you. Okay? Yeah. 100%. You go to have sex the first time, you need to pause and be like, I just need to go to the washroom to FaceTime Ali quickly. I just need to know everything play by play. Are you having fun? What's going on? What's going on with him?
What did he say next?
What did he say next? Tell me everything. Yeah. No, I know. I'll be there in spirit. Mm-hmm. Now, I have compiled a top 5 who I think you could date, and maybe they're married, but this is just who I would put you together with.
Okay. Based on energy, looks like what? Based on what? All of it.
So my categories are things that I know you like.
Okay.
Hotness, because there has to be an attractive.
Yeah.
Humor.
Okay.
And sex appeal.
Okay. I'm here for all of this.
Okay.
Give them to me. Okay. And let's just hope that a wife, someone like they're not married. Okay.
Well, take it as a compliment. If you're married to these people, take it as a compliment that I loop them in people that I could, but I think this is the baseline. And then from here, we can now start dating because we know a top 5 of who I think. Now you might not know who these people are. So you may have to spend a moment and Google them. But Whitmer Thomas is coming in at 5, and he's a comedian. And the reason why, first of all, he's so fucking funny.
Whitmer Thomas,
Whitmer.
Okay.
Whitmer Thomas, and it's because he does one of the best impersonations of the lead singer of Blink-182. Okay. He kind of looks like him.
He does. He's got this like long, shaggy hair, funny presence in each photo where you can tell that he's a funny guy. Like, how tall is he? And does that make me a piece of shit for asking that question?
No, it does not. You can't kiss down. Oh, I hate saying that.
I hate hearing that.
I'm so sorry, man. But you can't.
Apologize.
We apologize. I went on one date with this super on book. Check. At the end of the date, he was all up in my business. And I was like, I guess we're going to start making out. And then I realized he is a solid 3 to 4 inches shorter than me. Guys, I'm like 5'4". So he was like 5 feet. You can't kiss down. Can't do it.
He was in The Walking Dead at some point, it says.
What?
Yeah.
See, I'm nailing this.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. I'm in love with what you've got so far. Okay.
Next. And he's really funny. So for me, I'm like, I want you to laugh more. And all of this ties back to what I want for you as a friend. I'm like, I just want, like, we're making moments. We're laughing. We say yes. This guy's fucking funny. If they're not funny, beat it.
Like, and I love laughing.
I know.
Love laughing. That's going to be value number 1 on the list. Okay. Laughing.
Yeah. Guys are hotter the minute that they start making me laugh. I'm like, oh, how'd you get so hot? Boom, panties gone. Okay, number 4. This is a given. Okay. Jamie Fraser from Outlander. Obviously.
My panties just came off.
Yeah, Sam, our boy Sam.
Oh my God.
And it's only because, well, first of all, he seems nice as pie, and any interview.
Right.
Yeah, well, you can't call him that. Raina, you can't call him Jamie Fraser.
If I met him in real life, I'd call him Jamie.
His name is Sam.
I can't. No, his name is Jamie. Oh my God, he's so hot. I can't handle it. Is he funny though in real life?
Yes. I've seen interviews. I think he's funny. He's like, I don't know. Again, these are just assumptions. Maybe he's a dick. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, for me, it's the jaw. It's the hair.
Yes.
It's this like confidence that he carries on and off screen. I mean, like,
but he better be gold in bed, because everything that you've watched, like, you're like, bro better show up.
Is he married in real life? Because it would be interesting, like his wife watching all of these scenes, and then at home he's like flopping. You know what I mean? Like, I would just be like, put on the Jamie hair. Like, what is happening?
Your problem? And
Fraser, get your ass together.
He's got an accent too.
Oh my God, that's
yeah.
That is just
Scottish.
one of the that's one. Oh my God.
I know.
Okay.
Yep. Toss the kilt on. That's number 4. Number 3, I'm taking a bit of a pivot here. I'm going to go Joe Burrow, the quarterback from the Bengals, who I think is so smoking hot. But this also is the gateway to the like football league guys. Like, I just feel that if you got in there with some sort of sports guy, then it's just an open gateway.
Okay. 2 things though with this one. I hate sports. Like, I will buy all the jerseys. I'll go to the games for the food and the drinks. But that's where it ends. I hate sports. 2, he's got such a baby face.
Oh,
you know,
maybe I was picking for me.
I think this is Allie's list.
This might be my list.
Such a baby face. I need a little bit more of like a ruggedness, you know?
Okay, well, just hold on, because I'm coming up to number 1 and 2. Fine. Okay, I just felt like, true, maybe you can't date somebody who is deeply into sports if you hate sports.
I feel like that would be
kind of he comes home, he's like, I won the Super Bowl. You're like, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm like, okay, Joe, what's for dinner?
Joe, baby, I don't care. Joe. Super what? Super who? Don't care.
Oh, the thing Rihanna played at. Oh yeah, I'm glad that was fun.
Yeah, who do you play for? Bengals. Never heard of them.
What's a Bengal?
Okay, number 2, I am going to pivot, and I'm going female.
Okay, I'm here for this.
Okay, I'm just tossing that in this day and age, 2023, we are in the flow of whatever could possibly come our way. Okay, and I don't know if you follow her on Instagram, but it's the yoga girl, Rachel Brathen.
Rachel, how do you spell it?
Rachel. You'll say it's Brathen. Like the girl. She's like 2.5 million followers. She's just
I'm just using the Google. Okay, she's adorable.
I know, but I feel that like you could also be paired with a really fun yoga girlish vibin cutie. And again, this girl is married and with kids, but I'm loving her vibe.
You know, I would be open to exploring her.
Oh, please.
I'm just looking through a picture, but here's where it's like, but I want to be her, right? Like I'm looking through her pictures and I'm like, I love her vibe, her energy, her outfits, her pictures, like.
But don't you want to be with someone you're inspired by? Like that I want to be, well, this is such a dig at the husband. I was just gonna be like, I want to be with someone I'm inspired by, that I go, what are you into? Like, I want to learn from you, or I want to do these things. And in my next life, I want someone who is like really, really going after it. Like, or
motivated as hell.
Motivated as hell. Yes.
Because 100%. That is very sexy. That is very sexy.
So maybe also, if we were just going for number 2 as a female, we could also put Alex Cooper in there.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. That's like, had I brought this, I'm going to just type her in and look at her again, because she's fun to look at. Alex Cooper, call her 100%.
Maybe you could be daddy. Like, she call her daddy. You could be daddy.
Think she'd make me wear a mullet?
Yes. And she calls you daddy. Call her daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. She's adorable and I can't even handle it.
But I think that, like, for me, whether it's male or female, I really want to see you with someone who is just such a strong person on who they are. That's why I was like, yoga girl, anybody like this, that I just feel that they just know themselves, because that's what you have worked so hard to do, that I'm like, I want some, I love you. Pause for a friendship moment. But I want to see you with someone who also, like, isn't just like piles of Gucci baggage coming along with them. Like, you know, that they have that baggage and they're working through it, and you guys have great talks. And, you know, I have been around you with people that you do have amazing chemistry and discussions with, but I think that there was just some things that were lacking. But I'm going to come in my number 1, and I know you're going to agree. I know. And I do have a didn't make the list, but a little that could be, but I think that you could date Jason Momoa.
Oh my God. That's just, you even saying it.
Yeah. Okay. It's a hard yes. So he worked on a movie.
Duh.
Well, he didn't work on it. He was Aquaman. What am I saying? He worked on it. He was Aquaman. And my husband
in this movie that
he worked on some movie. He was Aquaman, and my husband did the visual effects for it, and got to kind of like say hi, because he came through the studio. And sometimes when actors come in to greet kind of the special effects or the post-production department, they're dicks. My husband said that he was so nice, like went around and shook everybody's hand. So when I hear those good stories, I'm like, okay. Plus, he is the look for you.
Okay, I want Jason Momoa's looks.
Yep.
With Alex Cooper's drive.
Hell yeah.
With Rachel Brathen's vibe.
Ooh.
With Joe Burrow's jawline. Period. Jamie Fraser's just
sex.
Sex. And then, what was the last guy's name? The first guy's name?
Oh, Whitmer.
Whitmer's humor.
It's not too much to ask.
So there you go. Why is it so hard to find?
My honorable mentions were Kelly Slater, the professional surfer, who is just amazing. Like, I love everything about, because then I'm adding a bit of a bad boy. Like, this guy does something that you're like, you ride big waves and could die.
Oh my God, he's adorable.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. He was my first crush, without a doubt. I loved Kelly Slater.
Wow. Okay.
And then I wouldn't mind you dating Keanu Reeves, because we did. You and I, our first fight was about if Keanu Reeves smelled good.
I'm here for new age Keanu. Like,
yeah, true.
I'm just the salt and pepper, the long hair, the just mystery. I'm here.
So I think that this superhuman that we've put together cannot be hard to find. And
we need someone in the like AI field to just put a person together that has all of that, so I can see what they look like.
Yeah. If you're a single woman out there, get your best friend to make a list of who they think you should date. And from that, you will pick out the qualities that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And there you go. I can't, it can't be hard to find.
What a perfect person. No. Yeah. I mean, it's just like that now. Yeah. Send all the DMs if you have a friend that embodies everything that we just talked about. Send me their profile.
Send me their profile. We'll check it out because, we're into dating now. And by we're, I'm meaning you and me.
Yeah. So, and we are in this together.
And we will be dating them. But I want you just to jump back into the dating world. I think we should hold a dating show here for you. And, when you're married and I'm giving my speech crying and I say, I knew it from my list.
I'm going to make you wear the mullet as your maid of honor with your maid of honor outfit.
As if I would come wearing anything different, because then first of all, it takes away, I don't need to do my hair.
I think just need an elastic.
Yeah, I think you will wear a mullet too, because we'll be like, so we have to do our hair and makeup? No, I'll be wearing sunglasses and a mullet.
Yes. By then, we'll probably have 1,100,000, whatever we said, subscribers, and it'll probably be like a real life mullet.
I would love to do an episode where we answer questions.
Okay.
So let's put it out there. If you're finishing up this episode, let's put some question box in our social media. Go check them out. Go ask us a question.
Anything.
Anything. It can be about us. It can be about you. It can be about advice. And we'll just hammer them out.
Because there's no secret. Like, we have no secrets.
Zero. We'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
So ask away. That's your homework for today. Slide into our DMs. We'll do some question boxes and ask them on the next episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Or maybe what?
Well, I was just going to say, I would love that. I would love to have a therapist on here. We need Alex Cooper and a therapist. That's it. My life is done. And we'll answer all your questions.
Yep. Send all your recommendations to our DMs.
Exactly. And join us next week.
Goodbye. What do we want to say? I loved how she had Daddy Gang.
Oh, I know.
Like, that was her people. Like, also DM us with suggestions on what we can call our these friends and these families and this community that we're kind of building. Like
mullet mamas,
mullet pack. I don't know. Mullet mama. They're not all mamas, It's like, I don't know.
The mullet misses.
Curly headed crew. Who do you want to be? What speaks to you?
Yeah. We've got to get creative with this, and then it's just going to explode from there. Join us next week.
See you later, Mullet fam.
Yeah.